The title of my story is From Streets to Summits, a story of resilience, breaking barriers, betrayals, and triumph. As I said, my name is Mehvish, and today I invite all of you to take a journey with me. A journey to the night that changed everything. A journey that starts with the humble beginning of a shattered childhood to a life that now spans global innovation and entrepreneurship and empowerment. Today, I want you to come to a night with me that changed my life forever. I was 8 years old, living in a beautiful home. I had everything a child could ever dream of: love, security, and a future full of possibilities. My father was a successful businessman. I had a good life, a life that is comfortable and predictable. But all of a sudden, one night, that night, it was all gone. We came to know that my father has a gambling addiction. His gambling addiction caught up with us. He not just gambled our home, our savings, my mother's jewelry, but also our future. All of a sudden, my life went from comfortable to survival. And then, after gambling all of this, he just left. No explanation, no goodbyes. He just left. There was a complete silence, a horrible silence, a silence that screamed louder than any word ever could. Within a matter of hours, my life changed. I, my mother, and my two brothers were on a street, homeless, hopeless, and we had no idea what was next. Now, if life had a background score, my story here, it will change the music from a fairy tale melody to something from out of a tragic movie. You know, you can imagine that music shift. Ta-da-da. It was that. But that's the real life. You know what? It doesn't give you a warning. It does not give you a time to process. It does not warn you when everything around you just shatters. You just wake up one day and ground beneath you is gone. From that streets, our maternal grandmother came. She rescued us and we went to her house. From her house, we shifted to a tiny apartment that was barely enough to fit us all. I saw my mother, my hero, my queen, changed from a comfortable homemaker to a warrior. All of a sudden, she started sewing clothes. She started tutoring kids. She even ran a local canteen. She did everything she could to raise her three kids. She did everything she could to bring the food on our table. But you know what? Money was never enough. And then came the conversation that changed my life forever. Again, people around us insisted that since the money is not enough, my mother should focus on the education of my brothers and not me. They said that girls don't need education. They said that brothers or sons or male offspring build families. Daughters belong in home. They said, invest in your son's education. She doesn't need education, they said. But I could not accept this decision. Why? Because my school was my only escape. A place where for few hours I could forget my struggles. I could forget my father's betrayal. I could just be a child of my age. That night, when lying down on the floor, watching at the cracked ceiling, I made a decision that I am not going to accept this, that I am not going to give up my dream just because the world says so. I was too small to understand gender biasness in this, but old enough to understand that this is unacceptable. That night, a little girl, an 8-year-old girl, made a decision that I am going to earn. But tell me, how does a little 8-year-old girl earn? I wish I could have a drum roll over here because the entrepreneur was about to be born at the mere age of 8. One of our neighbor often used to complain that I cannot go to spa, I cannot relax because of my kids. So I gave her an idea. How about you leave your kids with me for 2 hours every day and go whatever you want to do? She agreed and happily paid me 150 PKR per month. I was happy. That was my first earning. So when I saw that idea work, I knocked few more doors in my building. Few agreed. And without, like, I guess in 2 days or 3 days, I came to know that now I'm going to earn 300 PKR per month. My school fee, because I was going to a local school in our society, was only 250 PKR. So after paying my fee, I still had 50 PKR to feel rich. So that was my first profit that I made at the age of 8. Going on in life, I took multiple jobs, tutoring, teaching to keep my education going. And finally, I had my master's degree in genetics. I thought that finally life is going to reward me now. But there came another slap. No jobs. Because when I did my master's in genetics, there was no opportunity in Pakistan at that time for this position. Months of rejection. There were doors closing on my face. I couldn't do anything. I had only two options. I can either starve with my degree, or I can move on, take any job that is enough to feed me and my family. So I did that. I took a job at a call center. Now again a dramatic music here, because at that time in 2005 and 6, call center job for a girl was a real taboo. A good girl cannot do call center job in night. She must have no morals, they said. Suddenly, people who were never there to support me character assassinated me. They labeled me characterless. Wow. Again, I was doing my job, but then whispers turned into judgment.
Okay, thank you.
Those judgments were something I could not afford. Those judgments was something too heavy on my mother's heart. And again, I had to quit. That day, I learned a lesson. That people are going to talk no matter what, because that's what they are good at. So you have to do what you are good at and take every step and prove them wrong. As we usually say here, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. So they keep saying something all the time, but you do you. Anyways, I kept looking for a job, and finally I got a decent job in an IT company as a blogger, which paid me modest 8,000 PKR. That was my beginning 16 years ago in an IT industry with zero IT experience. So I immersed myself into learning. I learned SEO, I learned digital marketing, I learned website designing, and in just 1 year, I was promoted to digital marketing manager. My salary jumped from 8,000 PKR to 25,000 PKR. Now this 25,000 PKR meant the world to me, because it was enough to feed our family of 4. I was happy that finally I am at the right space. Finally, life is good. And then came an opportunity. A renowned business tycoon from a very well-known family in Pakistan with no technical background approached me. He said that he wants to start an IT company. He offered me a title of CEO and a 50% profit. And that's how, it was an offer I could not reject, of course. And that's how an SEO became CEO in just 2 years. I was happy. I put my real hard work, my blood, my sweat, and my caffeine into the building that company from scratch. But when the success hit, so did the betrayal. Again. What happened is, when we were making really good money in that company, I was legally removed from my own company. Why? Because I did not do the paperwork. Oops. So I didn't have my father to back me up. He already betrayed me. He was a successful businessman, but he was not there to teach me how to do a business. I was a genetics student doing something in medical field, and automatically I just landed in IT industry, started a business, became a CEO, and now who am I? I'm just left with title that meant nothing. I'm just left with title that could not land me any job. That night, I went to my mother. I slept on her lap. I cried like that 8 years old girl in that night again. Tears were flowing from my eyes. It was soaking her arm. I was sad. I wanted to give up. I asked my Lord, why, Ya Rab? Why me? Why again and again? How many times should I start up? My mother, she lifted my chin. She looked straight into my eyes. She looked into my soul. And she told me, I did not give birth to a quitter. I gave birth to a fighter. You built that company once. You can do it again. And so I did. I borrowed some money from my mother and my brothers, 35,000 PKR. I bought a second-hand laptop, a domain name, a hosting service. I designed my own website myself. And instead of ranting on social media, crying, playing victim, taking names, I worked hard. I worked relentlessly. And in few days, I landed my first project. 100,000 PKR for just a static website. I was happy. It was a lot of money for me just for a static website, which I know I could do in a couple of hours. And that money was not just money. It was the proof that I can do it. It was the proof that they can maybe steal my idea, my hard work, my money, but they cannot steal my skills. My skills were mine to take. And that's how my journey in an IT industry started. Soon, my journey began to gain a momentum. I'm really sad that I don't have slides to show you. But then, within just couple of years, I was sharing a stage with the likes like Malala Yousafzai, a youngest Nobel Award winner. I was sharing a stage with global leaders. I was being awarded from Prime Minister of Pakistan, from Finance Minister of Pakistan, from Information Ministers. I was being inducted in Who's Who Wall of Fame. I was awarded in international levels. I set up my company in USA. I set up my company in Middle East. I went global. I was awarded internationally as Women of Wonder Award in Dubai. I was happy. I was doing everything I could. But that was not all. My biggest achievement was the day I took my mother to a fancy restaurant in a lavish setting, saying, Mama, you don't need to work ever again in your life. That was, for me, my biggest success. But again, that was not all. I had to do something for others as well. So I started initiatives for financial inclusion of women so that it can give them financial stability, because I knew only financial independence gives you true freedom. I recently launched IT Innovation Center in Pakistan, and I'm creating more opportunities. I'm sharing this because I recently was invited at Forbes Technology Council as well. Now I'm a proud member of Forbes Technology Council, where I am sharing my views with big tycoons like Microsoft, AWS, everyone, where the decision makers are there for our industry, and at least I can do something for Pakistan. And now we can make Pakistan an AI global leader, inshallah, very soon on global stage. Thank you.